pretty sure. Still don't have a stream intro. Okay, guys, you know, that's fine. It's fine. I'm super excited anyways today. Everyone say hi to Pancake. Added a little bit of a new emote for chat for Pancake. So everyone can spam Pancake in chat. I made him a little bit more red so you'd stand out a little bit. I think in chat, if it was too gray, I was worried that people wouldn't be able to see him. But yeah, we got a little bit of a Pancake emote now for you guys. So I hope you enjoy that. Let's get started. I logged in and there's bears. There were bears. One bear escaped. I don't know where it is. It's probably going to kill me. But in the interim, that's fine. We'll just start by processing some bears on this stream today, I suppose. Can't, you know, I'm sure that's perfectly fine and normal. There we go. Got a couple hides. One lump of fat. We'll take that. How we doing on the... Okay, we have no more leather. We need to make more leather. So we'll go ahead and just process these down. I'm hearing terrain sliding around. And normally I don't have many animals where we are. That makes me think there's a bear. Should be another black bear. Hold on. And it could have came over this way. Did chase me to my house. Not seeing anything. Alright, well, anyways. So yeah, we're starting off kind of where we left off from yesterday's stream. Yesterday we went ahead and... Okay, this is a little loud. Hold on. I reinstalled the game today, so some things are going to be a little bit different potentially in the effort to try and fix my jittering issue. So yeah, I did a little bit of work over here last stream, working on our first plot of farmland. I went ahead and planted the rye that we were talking about. This plot has exactly 64 spaces in it, which is, I think, fine enough to proceed, for sure. And another one, we've been testing out a little bit of a new build style for farms. I'm kind of going to go with a very rustic field look. So we're using a combination of these cairns with dry stone fencing. The altar has, you can place things on top of it, and it'll actually kind of slot in right in the altar space. So it's great for like a little oil lamp. And then we also worked on like this little babbling brook. That's going to be coming out from here. There might be a little bit of a water reservoir back in this area. Unsure. We could just say it's, you know, kind of a bit of a natural spring or something of water coming out. But yeah, expanded the actual water down the slope a little bit. We're gonna have it split off this direction, and I'm thinking about having another spring kind of exit here at this point. That way both of these can kind of combine into this, and then it'll work its way down this slope. That's the plan. We'll see how that pans out, of course, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, first thing I want to do, since we're getting started here, it's daytime. It's March 6th, 9 a.m. I heard another little rock slide. There's definitely a bear somewhere. Feel it in my bones. Anyways, what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and make a little bit of a copper plate. Because if I have a copper plate, I can go ahead and build the proper butchering table, which is actually 2 copper plates. Good to know. Tools consumed upon craft goes into backpack slots. And I'm going to make a new cleaver, new shears, and a new knife, as they are part of the recipe and will get consumed with the rest of it. So I think I'll do this all out of copper, just to get through our copper. So that is going to be 4 copper for the plates, and then an additional 3 copper for the tools. And there you go. This will be, so 7 copper bars for this. And this will give us some good blacksmithing XP. Which I think I have the first... Do I have the first bit of Master Smith? No, I do not yet, but we might get there from doing this. Hey, Dazona. All right. Let's go ahead and start this up. I'm going to sharpen this knife while we're waiting for those things to heat up. In fact, might sharpen up a lot of our tools here. A little bit of tool maintenance. A whole bunch of mods to see. A few I don't recognize. Oh, what does the sharpening stone do? So this is the mod Toolsmith. It basically, if a tool is sharp, it takes less durability for a little bit. And then, you know, you have your handle durability and binding durability as well. So it's more about tool maintenance. So every time a tool breaks, I can kind of reforge it into a new tool, give it a new handle and everything to kind of just keep it going. All right, let's do a plate. Yeah, it adds a nice feature to it, I think. Oh, shoot, all my menus are... Oh, no, I have to do all these again. All right, get my character menu all the way up here. Stats menu all the way up here. That all the way up there. Open my inventory, set it to movable, set that right there. Perfect. What was that hay fork on the rack? So we have a farming mod. It's called Art of Growing, which means we have to actually domesticate our crops. So all the crops start out as wild, and then the more we farm with them and harvest them, up to 7 stages, the crop yield becomes better over time. And then also there is silage. So that's kind of what the pitchfork is for. So to get flax and rye and spelt, all the grains, you have to kind of dry them out. You have to dry out your grass now too. So all the grass doesn't start out as dry grass. You have to do some proper management. All right, first steel plate, or copper plate. Art of Growing, gotcha, cool. More realism. Haven't heard of any of those. Yeah, they're pretty new, I think, with 1.20. Hey, Reach. But, you know, last season we had Toolworks. So Toolworks was very much like that. Unless you're just referencing our hardcore series, which was very lightly modded. This server, our server has I died. I died and I didn't get to record the death, so it didn't really make sense to have another episode, sadly. I went on a journey. I went to the mine. I was setting up like a forward operating base, and I got ambushed by a shiver from a ruin, and it one-shot me. Well, two-shot me. But basically, there was nothing I could have done. Alright, cool. Let's do Master Smith, I guess. It's going to make this a lot faster for blacksmithing. A lot faster. But yeah, so this is our current build here on our multiplayer server. So if you are a member of our YouTube community, an actual member of the YouTube channel, and link up your Discord and your YouTube, and you have Vintage Story, you can actually join our server. It's for members, and you can play with us as we host a nice multiplayer server with people. Right now, it's the end of winter, but we still have 11 people online just right now, so it's pretty nice. All right, let's do plate, and then... Did this move? It was a good series, yeah. I think it's definitely one of my better Vintage Story saves for sure. Like it was hard, and I'm happy. It was difficult. We did a lot. And honestly, I got farther than I ever thought I would in a little hardcore series, especially in this game. So, but it is nice, you know, the multiplayer save, a temporal gear is only good for 2 respawns for us. Is how we have it configured right now, so there are some consequences for dying. A little bit still. No, this is X skills. You have to have X skills to do that. But you can still kind of abuse heavy hit on plates. Yes. X skills just makes it a lot better. Alright, so I need new copper shears. Which I totally did not heat this up. Because I'm a fool. Copper shears, copper knife, and everything. Anyways, here, so, you know, in case there's some newish people kind of chilling here at the start of the stream, this is the current base. We are about to hit spring at the beginning of year 2 on the server. So this is the house and little workshop area. With heavy hit, they can go out of bounds still. So, yeah. So we got piles galore back through here. Some silage spots for storage, and then we're also kind of working on our first little farm back in here. I really want to try and get like this cool babbling brook design kind of working for us. And little plank bridges to take you to different plots. Thank you. I'm glad you like the base. Level 10 in survival now, so let's get another Rinka healer. Am I planning to extend the stream? What do you mean? Oh, I thought you were talking about the actual stream, like what we're watching. Oh, okay. Wow, okay, that was a little bit of a mindfuck there. Yes, it's gonna go all the way down to the water. Yes. Once we get there. It's a slow process to carve a stream out, so sometimes it's best to just do it in little chunks. Yeah, so right now the stream is kind of starting up here. It's going to wiggle its way down here and work its way over the cliff this way. And then we'll have another spring source kind of over here that also connects into this. So we'll have kind of this wishbone shape. To it. It's really a test on my end because I don't normally do a lot of water features, which is something I think I need to get better at. And I was kind of watching the a recent video on like the 10-year project to make Middle Earth in Minecraft. So I kind of got inspired to steal some of that. And then also Red last season had a little creek, so I kind of wanted to take a crack at it as well. Hey Pancake, how you doing, bud? Everyone loves Pancake. Good old doggo. Alright, so now I need a knife. I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm blind. There. Jeez. Gonna head off. Thanks for the mod suggestions. Hey, no problem. You can always check out the other stream recordings if people want to catch up on what we've been doing. Alright, knife. And cleaver. Oh man, that heavy hit perk is so OP. But it saves my finger so much pain. Alright, let's just throw this together because we are just going to sacrifice these for the greater good. So we got our 2 plates. We need 32 planks and then everything else. So let's grab a couple logs. Start sawing this down. Guess I could actually put my tongs back. Actually, I think they do, yes. I think the durability use is based on how many pixels are moved or something like that. Alright, sweet. New butchery table, lads. Nice. I'm gonna store this because I think my girlfriend's base needs one of these still, so we'll let her take that And then let's go ahead and skin these guys. To get 20% more drops now. Okay, not bad for winter. Alright, let's put this in with my other bits here. Sinew. That'll bring us up to 18 sinew. Here we'll go ahead and make three servings of hefty bushmeat stew. So we got a little bit of food from these bears that invaded my homeland. We'll just cook that up. Also, okay, we're all good there. Board oak. Yep. Stack that. Honestly, I don't remember what mod allows for that specifically. It could be artillery, culinary, you know, could be expanded foods. I really don't remember. I could look maybe. Bush meat. Deluxe spelt bush meat. I know expanded foods can do stuff with it. Deluxe pine bush meat. I really don't know. I don't know what's allowing me to do that. I'm happy it is. Like, it's still not as good as red meat, but it actually makes it somewhat viable to use. If it's not that, I really don't know what else it would be. It might be Dana tweaks. Then, might be Dana tweaks. You have that too? Sure. Ancient tools, maybe? Could be butchering. In general. I don't know what it's from. Let's research this for some more mana. We're just slowly building up our mana here. Boom. Alright, so that's all good. Let's go ahead and sharpen this a little bit. All of these can go into my backpack slot. Nope. Nope. Jeff, dude, you're a little ridiculous, man. Oh, look, another one. Another one. Another one. This is fine. I'll take the combat XP. And the potential for more rusty gears for my gear collection. Who threw that? Yeesh. Alright, well, let's go look to see if any of these guys have any rust flowers near them. Doesn't look like it. Do I need to water this? Not right now. I'm gonna have to keep breaking this ice out, though, for a little bit until the temperature actually rises enough. We're at -7. What did the carrots require? Because I wanted to plant carrots and then I think also onions here at the end of winter for temperature reasons. Carrots, -10. -14. Okay. Parsnips, -10. -13. I think that's because these are like the vanilla seeds, and this is probably not vanilla. I don't know what's going to happen when I plant the vanilla seeds versus the other ones. Alright, we'll see. Hopefully it stays below or warmer than -10. If it does, we'll be able to plant these. I'm gonna have to start logging our temperatures too. So that we can track planting seasons. I think I'll do that mid-March. We'll shoot for like a mid-month logging of temperature. Kind of a high-low. And then eventually we'll add in the start and end of the months as well to kind of get a little bit more accurate temperature curve. But I need to harvest my horsetail. Jeff, I didn't challenge you to a game of rock golf. Calm down, bud. You son of a... Where are you guys spawning from? Down there? I'm gonna put a gate on my frickin' archway here? What's going on down here? It's a Chuck! Get out of here, Chuck! Oh god. I don't want what you're selling. Is there another portal down here? Oh nice. This one actually has a thing. Go and just break it for some materials for now. Alright, so once it's daytime, I'm going to make the 2 copper skinning hooks, I think. Actually, let me look at the recipe for the skinning hooks. I want to make sure I'm making the right thing. I don't know if bronze or copper is going to be better or if they're the same. Let's just sniff this rock a little bit. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Yeah, skinning hook. Yes, I think you are correct. So we can use copper. So it's just 2 copper bars. That's definitely doable. You know what? Let's go ahead and just do a copper pour. Real quick. Just to replenish some of the copper we're using. Copper is always nice for just to keep some nails around. And stuff, so... should be enough for 8. Okay. Gotta get shut up before I'm going to work. Everyone has a great day. Thanks. Appreciate it. Sleep well. Alright, so we'll replenish that. How's our hammer doing? Head durability is huge. The handle's kind of breaking. If I reforge that, that'll probably up in quality, though. I think we're going to go ahead and rehandle this. Just to get ahead of it, though. Need to make some more handles. There we go. New hammer. Alright, temperature -10 right now. A little past midnight. I'm hoping it does not go into -11 again. I mean, that means I could probably plant half of these and then in a couple days plant the others. They do have the same growth time, but that's okay. Actually, is Kate online? Dang it. Any advice for going into winter? Are you playing modded or vanilla? Modded? Yeah, the answer doesn't really change much. The biggest thing is you'll want to make yourself at least a fur set. So this just requires animal pelts. Now, I have mods, but it is still just pelts. So you need to get some animal pelts via some oiled hides and make yourself fur gloves, fur boots, and fur coat. And wear them throughout winter. That'll keep you warmer during winter. Repairing your clothes is important before winter too, so I did not do that. So I'm getting no warmth bonus for my alchemist shirt. I'm getting no warmth bonus for my breeches, and nothing for my belt, but my belt doesn't give any. So making sure your clothes are repaired in good condition before going into winter is important. It lets you explore longer without getting cold. You don't want me to mention stockpiling food, so I'll go ahead and mention stockpiling food is important as well. Otherwise, it depends on what you want to do in winter. Do you want to treat winter as if it's the same as the other seasons? Some people treat winter like a good time to kind of gather raw materials, so doing a lot of your mining or lumberjacking in the winter because there's kind of not much else to do in that regard. Some people enjoy building in winter. Exploration's okay if you have the clothes for it. Cave diving. It is warmer in caves underneath the earth, but again, you kind of have to have the armor and weaponry to do that. Yeah, I would say along those lines, that's what to do. A lot of blacksmithing can be done in winter. You can also spend the time to maybe rough in some building foundations. Like, hey, you know, if it's your first winter and you didn't have a farm, then at the end of winter, you at least want to have your farm kind of prepared for spring. So you can just kind of hop right into it. Oh god, I'm stuck in an animation. No. Okay. Saved yourselves. -11. Darn it. Temps seem to be 0.5 degrees of ours. Can send you a charter I got? No. I enjoy. To me, it has to be marked in the world. You know, if I want to log temperatures, I got to start making signs and start writing it down. I could make a book and write it down. I also have a parchment and quill. which I can log it in a parchment and quill as well. So I can just be like, boop, and call this yearly tempered. Son of a. Let's do this inside. I need to make a desk. Anyways, yearly temperature. You're good. You guys are gonna see how bad I am at spelling. Okay. Log. Uthris. March. April. March. Beginning. I can't tab. So I'll say beginning. No, hold on. I need it. Beginning. Mid. End. April. I'm gonna have the colon. April. Beginning. Mid. End. May. Beginning. Mid. End. So I'm going to take the temperature basically on what's it called? I think 2 a.m. between 2 and 3 a.m. at those times. So mid-March around day 15. Depends if I remember to do this around day 15 or not. Can I set this down? I can. That's nice. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I can stick this on a wall because of our mods. Yep. Okay. I would like to create a new shield and sword. We need to replace our shield and sword. That we do. Do I have any horsetail in here? Might be upstairs. God, I need to reorganize this whole base. Alright, do I have 6 cattails? we're just going to carry these with us for now. All right, so I need sword, both parts for the shield, and then 3 of these guys. We'll do the shield first. Man, that portal into the rift. Summoner's Rift. You know, I was a Trendemir main back in the day. Also a Garen main. They're kind of my go-tos. Heimerdinger was fun. All right, brass hoop, or bronze hoop, I guess. We just need to get these kind of close. And then just head them into place. We'll just hit it really hard. That always seems to work in the movies. Okay, nice. Good quality on that one. And then we just need to do the boss. And there's that. You know what? I'm going to add leather to it. It will make it a bit better. Than normal. Which I kind of want. Gotta wait for the leather variant to roll around here. There we go. Takes 4 leather. Alright, so you can see how much our quality is affecting this. It's not affecting too much, or basically none at all when it comes to how much it blocks, but we are getting almost, what is that, 50, 60, 77 more durability out of it, because it's a rare leather reinforced shield. Backup weapons. Never know what's going to happen. Alright, now we get to craft our new sword. And then after that, we'll get 2 new hooks. For the skinning hook. I kind of want to find a bismuth mine. Should I start making bismuth bronze or go straight to black bronze? What's a black bronze shield like for us here? Blooming stage past what you need me. Yes. Edit. Bloom and now harvest at the end to get seeds. What was I doing again? Sword. Sword. This game just really shows how I might have ADHD. Alright. Sword. That feeling. All right. There we go. Now we're going to walk this on over. Boom, 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 boop. Ah, man, only uncommon? Unlucky. Still good, though. Alright, so the copper, we needed hooks. Hooks. Oh, okay, we get 4. Well, that's convenient. So I guess, what should I use this copper for otherwise? Maybe a set of iron arrows? That might be good. Can I get 9 out of this? Should be able to. Nice, some uncommon copper arrowheads. Did we level up smithing at all? Nope. Alright, so copper hooks for skinning hooks. We need 4 logs, 8 sticks, and 2 resin. I have the sticks. There's the resin. Let's go get the logs. Go. Metal and metal. All right, I'm gonna load up the canoe with this so that I can take it over to Ashley's so she can have them when she gets back from her work trip. Ooh, can't put it in a chest. Okay. We will just have to store it down here on the ground until we're ready to grab it. This can go there though, and this can go here as well. Is that Minecraft? Not Minecraft. Nope, it's not Minecraft. Nice. I love it when the fog is right above the water like this. No, this is a game called Vintage Story. It's different. It's a block crafting survival game, but a lot more... I would say based in realism. And in many areas, and then fantasy in others. But yeah. It's more like Minecraft, but you're playing as the primitive survival YouTube guy. That's essentially what this is. All right, new butchery table is up. That's good. And we did that all by afternoon. I'm gonna need to do some hunting, I think. Let's get some water. Some water. Boom, 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 boom. Medium, low. I'll just store this stuff for now. I need to clear some inventory space anyways. Stone path. Okay, can Nat stack these? Noted. Probably not muddy gravel either. Alright, all that is stored. Very good. I'm gonna put our seeds back until we're ready to plant, which would just be like literally 1 or 2 in game days. And then we'll plant the rest of our initial crops. Oh, I can see green! Oh, the snow's melting. Wonderful. It's almost 0 degrees. We're almost in the positive, lads. Let's go water our crops. Make sure their water is heckin' broken free. That's a little less intrusive in my visual. Okay. Tell you what, I'm really happy with our little plank bridge. I like the sound of the brook. And then you're just kind of walking. And you kind of get the audio of walking across the plank bridge. Nice. All right. Hunting, hunting, hunting. That's what we need to do. Let's grab our hunting bag. Boom, 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 boom. Where do I want to start? By the way, since I reinstalled the game, I lost all my map. I have all my waypoints, which is nice that that's still there, at least. But the fact that my map discovery is gone now, it's a little annoying. I guess waypoints are server side? It's kind of interesting. Would have figured they would have been client side. Alright, let's check our mushroom location. First here. So there's something, General, are you here at all? Did we just crash? No. I manually deleted all the folders. I fully wiped it. There should have been nothing left in the temp location. Alright, yes, let's see. Any mushrooms regrowing yet? I would like to be very conscious of food this next year in game. I think that's the goal. Okay. I mean, I already harvested some of those mushrooms earlier, so maybe they're just not back yet. Let's go over here. See what animals we run into. Now that spring is almost here, we might start to see some new crops too. Ooh, cyan dye. It's only for cyan paper. Interesting. There we go. Here's some rye. Oh, I heard a goat. Oh yeah, I need to reinstall glowing projectiles too. Failing. I think everyone has the adventure story going today. Pretty good. Oh boy, why did it throw that like a mile high? Where did that other spear go? Yeah, the spile, I think, is a more interesting mechanic to get resin long term. And then... I don't know. I think people using the resin logs, because when you have the resin come out onto a bucket, there's some management there that people would probably prefer not to do. I mean, it's still better than vanilla, where you can't create kind of additional resin sources. Where is this fucking spear? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit. Yeah, I have a bunch of basalt down here, so if you need basalt, it's down here by me. God. Screw off. Whatever, I don't care. We lost a spear. It sucks. It happens, it's part of hunting. I need to worry more about getting food at this stage. I think I saw a deer this way. That's fine. Wednesday, it'll be May. Oh, dang it. It was right there. All right, hit it once. I saw it. Might have saw me. Is that not it? No. Yes, it is. Okay. Cool, we got our first large... Ooh, it's a large deer. Look at that. Fresh for 3 days. Okay. Yeah, that's my biggest issue with playing. Not sure if I can study, food, plan, I can hunt. But I spend a lot of time doing it, so not much time for building. I mean, you know, you can tag up with someone if you want. There's a lot of friendly folk for sure. I'm just not fun to be around and build. So I don't suggest anyone try to... You can live like near me, sure, but near is a relative term. I just know how I can be, so sometimes it's easier for me to break people's hearts and be like, no, sorry, you can't build a town with me. You know, I appreciate it. Like, the only way for me to form a group and actually build a town is I will have to send everyone reference images about what we're making. You have to build at my level of building, or at least what I think is good. And then also, there would have to be some sort of land permitting system where I'm like, okay, so this plot, you know, you can build this type of structure here. Go ahead and apply for your permit, you know. I'd wander off and make a floating fort from Dragonlances. That would be cool. Why didn't you do that anyway? The server's going to be up for months, I think. That's the hope, at least. Is this Cades? Oh, Cades is kind of lit up like a beacon over here nowadays. Blooming wild onion. Yeah, property taxes, you know. Some sort of tithe is owed to the Uthris church. This is why I want spiles, okay? Is this. This right here. I understand why people do this. I did it as a test to see if it was gonna let me. This is why I want spiles. I think having a single spile and a bucket to collect sap over time is just better looking than one of those. I don't blame people, you know? Like, for example, here's some spiles. So he's collecting some maple sap. For example. This is way better looking than that. Oh, Kate has a greenhouse? Oh my god, he does! He has a little greenhouse, look at him! Over mature wild carrots. I don't know if he's looking for seeds or not on these. Make a town just for fun, yeah. It's just a lot to manage. Like, I would like, there's a certain part of me that I'm like, oh man, having a cool RP town community system and like different factions and like territory claiming, maybe some PvP over resources. All that stuff would be cool. I used to play on like this Minecraft server called HeroCraft, which had like a whole bunch of RPG like classes. It had a good like claim system, in my opinion, back in the day. And so like we had like this cool little castle to ourselves and with my friends, and we would go to war with other people and fight. What do you mean by healing power? Like healing at all, or? No. There's no RPG classes. They're more basic classes. Nothing like magical healing, like a cleric or mage. Nothing like that. Inherently in the game, we're using a mod, Rustbound Magic, so you can become a mage, and you can learn healing spells. And also with alchemy, you can make some healing oils. But there's a healing surge spell that you can make. A regeneration spell. It's a light alteration school. Winter is coming. Winter is ending, Apollo. Now's a good time to hop on the server. Please join us. One of us. One of us. There you are! I knew there was a third one. I knew it. Where are you? Oh. Ah! Don't need Bearlandia again. Yeah, it's it's where I make my last stand. If only we could have muskets again without combat overhaul. If only. Oh man, this is why I don't play scary games either. I yell and I freak out, and it's scary, and it's somehow scary when it's even just vintage story. Okay. I knew that bear was gonna show up again. I knew it. As soon as I killed the other two, no issue. The third one ran off, and I was like, I'm gonna either die to that thing randomly, or I might have a chance. Sometimes you just don't know. I'll join if Stephanie joins and carries you. Stephanie B? So what you're saying is that the bear is the closest we'll ever get to you playing Five Nights at Freddy's? Yes. Yeah, I will never play a Five Nights at Freddy's game. Ever. No, thank you. Jump scares are the worst. Scouts for the main army. Yeah, I mean, they weren't brown bears, so. Makes sense. Look, Apollo, you're a friend of the stream and channel in West Virginia. You can... I don't think Stephanie even has this game, right? I think she'd be great in it. She's not too busy doing Scum. Okay. Well, you got time. Where are you going in West Virginia? Like area-wise, you don't have to tell me exactly where you're going. Charleston, nice. You know, growing up, I really loved Charleston Mall. It was always cool to kind of go there from like my hometown because like it was like the biggest mall. That and like Columbus, Ohio. The arcades of both of them were pretty good. Prepared healthy bushmeat. Honey, horsetail. And then salt. Not quite ready to making the prime. Sure, this is installed too. You have to check. You know, up to you, man. You have a gaming laptop you'll bring with you, I guess? Do you game on a gaming laptop? Is this news to me? Is this Apollo lore I didn't know about? Alright, soon we will add to our yearly temperature log. Can I write on it while it's on the wall like this? No, I have to take it off. What if I control right click? Nope. What if I... Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could try and make them into columns if I space it out right, but I kind of don't care to. I think 3 pages of 4 is probably going to be the best thing. No one clicked like? Well, that's because no one likes my streams. It's sad, I know, but it's true. Cooking, nice. Let's do fast cook. Another rank of fast cook. Probably one of my favorite talents. And this one right now. Oh, we need to make that new cellar. Yep, Again, it's a mod, so, you know, it's not base game. But, yep, we are using it again. Let's go ahead and harvest my horsetail here. I would say the pen's mightier than the sword, Jeff, but apparently it's not. So I went ahead and switched to my shield. Sorry, bro. Okay, good. 27 more horsetail. How many plots did I plant? I forget. Definitely more than 9. 27 divided by 3 is 9. So I need to do 6 more. There we go. "27 is a prime number." I don't remember anything when it comes to prime numbers or anything of that stuff. No, thank you. I think I'm good. All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and plant the parsnips and carrots now. I'm just gonna bank on tomorrow being warmer than -11 at 3 a.m. I think it will be. Yeah, but those crops can get planted in the chilling weather, which is nice. I'm gonna need an herbalist hut. What is the herbalist hut in? That's in Stronghold, right? Stronghold, apothecary. Okay. I might have a little apothecary with like an herb garden and maybe some potential alchemy stuff. It would fit our house since I'm kind of doing the Stronghold Crusader house right now. It would even have like an upper area thing too. It's gonna be a good bit bigger than this. Apollo carry? I'm not playing COD right now. Alright, so this will take us up to 19 sinew, which is not enough for the recurve bow, but maybe the longbow? 6? 18. Okay. Let's make a longbow stave, I guess. Let this dry. And then we'll have a bow, which will be good. Let's great for us. I like that. Yes. Bow time. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab our parsnips and carrots again. Super. So if we have the house here, if I do a little alleyway and then do the apothecary kind of facing this direction, that would allow the backyard area to kind of get herb garden stuff too, and maybe down into here. Yeah, I think that'll look good. What's the there's that plaster bits that I'd like to see. Plaster wash, yellow normal, white normal. Raw daub. I could do a daub. Maybe mud brick and daub? Decisions. Alright, so these guys. Here's my carrots. Yeah, I was gonna weave flowers into this creek as well. I've never really done much with the alchemy yet. I've used it. Nice. The wood plank is visible again. I like that for me. Yeah. Jeff and Chuck are being extremely rude to us today. Oh, nice. Temporal gear. Take that. Why are they spawning so much? It's daylight. What is going on? Is it medium? No, it's high. I mean, I'll take it. Question from the person watching: how many times did you generate the map before finding the season's map? One time. This was the map on the initial generation. This is it. Spawn is all the way up here, by the way. You can't see it because, again, I wiped my thing. But there's a bunch of rivers and valleys up here, which look nice. And so as soon as I saw that there was rivers, I was like, okay, mission done. Let's roll it out. So, definitely unusual compared to last season, for sure. She says thank you. What? You watching this with another person? How dare you? I thought you were only watching me by yourself, you know? Hey. That's all right. I'm on the telly. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. Well, hello, mystery person with Apollo. All right, I was gonna have another plank bridge here to kind of cross this segment of the stream. How's the water levels? It's still kind of freezing up here, which sucks for the farm. I'll be excited when it rains. We have very common growth stunted due to cold already. It didn't even get to -1 or -11, whatever. It's fine. As long as it doesn't die, we'll get something out of it, I think. Oh, nice. One of these spawned. Take that. Okay, more stones for the magic stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go up and turn this on. You know, honestly, it just sounds like you're having a drink with Ellen Choosby. Apollo. Okay, new goals. All right. Just, I need to stay on task. I need some bloomeries. We need some bloomeries, guys. I'd like to start making some glass. And if we can get some glass, that would be great. So we can make some lanterns. So we are going to go mine some silver and quartz, I think, today. While we await some of these things to fire up. How many bricks can you fire up again at once? I think it's... Is it 16? I feel like it's 16. No, it can't be 12. It's because you can do 2 layers, I think, right? And if one layer is 8, then you should be able to at least do 16. I can do 14. Can do 16. I'm not a crazy person. All Alright, let's clear the grass. I don't want to start a bushfire. That would be bad. I really need a permanent kiln, too. Okay, so much to build, so much to build, so much to build. Let's go ahead and like this. Not if it's like... Oh, I thought this was peat. The moment you said that, I was like, wait 1 second, this grass looks weird. I thought I just screwed myself. Okay. Yeah, so if a bushfire goes over towards peat and spreads to it, yeah, it'll burn the whole deposit out. Yeah. I kind of want to burn a coal deposit and see if it burns forever. All right, so that's going. That is good. Success. Red wine, nah. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked again. What was I doing? Okay. Quartz. Mine quartz. Let's make sure we have water and a meal with us at least or something. All right, let's go. See, Dirty, if you can convince Stephanie to play, right? And Dirty. I'm just saying, you guys could do it. Dirty would be losing his mind with our mods. Be great time. I'm gonna bring the canoe all the way around for extra inventory as we go over towards... I found a little bit of a silver deposit over here. There's technically iron too if I wanted to go into the Iron Age, but I don't yet. So, no Iron Age. I think I want to show my wealth by just having all black bronze. I need to find meteoric iron too. Actually, since we're going this way, I'm going to check on the sheep farm up here. Ashley wanted me to. Make sure that her sheep is okay. Canoe, canoe, canoe. Hope Red's having a good time now that winter's coming to an end. I mean, it's still cold, but it's starting to switch. It's starting to switch. Booster's gonna think this game's beyond easy when since he joined basically almost at the start of winter. Alright, let's run up here real quick. Take a look. Make sure our horse is okay. Yep. It's a baby horse! It's a little colt! It looks pretty much like Mom. One second, I gotta take a screenshot and send it to the girlfriend. She'll want to know. Okay. Let's go check on her other horses a little bit. Make sure they haven't died to like a lightning strike. Nope. Yep, still here. All right, do we have a baby sheep? We do! Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. Good job, Mama Sheep. Awesome. Food security / milk / mostly food security. Alright, now to continue what I was setting out to do. Before, again, getting sidetracked. What time is it? Oh, man. Wow, I can see our palisade from all the way back here. That's cool. And the house, a little bit. It's right on the tip of the cursor at the top. See, Apollo, I learned from you on like the other multiplayer save. Okay, I really like the fact that you had like a wall around your house. And I was like, you know what? I need to start doing that and like actually secure an area that I can walk around, so I don't have to just sit inside all night. Mine's not done, but I think it's worth doing. I still need to surround the. Need to surround this edge and this edge. I'm gonna have to see. Right now I'm kind of doing natural curves as much as possible with this, so because I feel like with palisades you kind of have that advantage because you're just shoving poles into the ground, right? Is that silver right there? That might be silver right there. Nope, just quartz, but we need that too. Okay. Aggressive. I don't think I brought any supports. Shame on me. What the? Spider guy just jumped out. A lot of bunnies. Could kill them for some food, but we'll let them go for now. Again, the nice thing about kind of going around the terrain here in the boat is that it just takes less food to canoe over than to just run over the terrain. I don't know why they made rafting more food efficient than walking, but it is what it is. I think the game just considers you technically standing still. Tyler, keeping that membership alive for 8 months at the city tier. Appreciate it, man. I don't have any alerts set. I'm washed up, guys. I'm washed up. All right, well, here we go. Let's see, where was it? Wasn't this court section? There's another court section in here. This one. This is all silver. Right here. Stop it. Kind of a poor deposit, but that's okay. Oh my god. What is this? Just a numbers game at this point with these guys? For something that's like 70% unstable, not getting much cave-in activity right here. And that might be it, honestly. The cave probably took a good chunk of it, but that's fine. We got some silver. We take that. That's called a win. I mean, 10 units. It's fine. Yeah, there's some more silver up there. I can see it. Yeah, man, if I can get some silver and gold. What else is for black bronze? Silver, gold, copper, right? Yeah. And it does not take much gold and silver. It's like what? Two 2 little nugget things of gold and silver per bar or something like that. And yes, the cave is taking its tax. Should have showed up with more torches. At least I have some ladders. This is such a mistake. Oh my god. Leave me alone. Come here. This is not how you should mine, by the way. Do not dig straight up like this. This is a stupid idea. As you can see why. I'm alive. Can't kill me that easily. Oh god. Oh god. I am going to die. I already know it. I don't think I've ever dug up a vein like this before. But I can just tell you, I am very confident I'm just going to die. Hey, it's the sky. Alright, I think that's probably gonna do us. I gotta get out of here before I just get overran. Nope, nope. Leave me alone. How do I get out? How do I get out? Alright. We take that. It's called a victory. Might be a little Pyrrhic. I do kind of want some quartz, though. Oh, yeah, this is Hotel California, huh? Ba, 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 ba. We're talking about glass. I know, I'm getting the quartz. Stop it, leave me alone. Okay, well, it was fun. Good to see you, Jeff. Glad the wife's doing okay. I'm gonna go ahead and let myself out. You know what? I'm gonna run straight across. That's just gonna be faster from here. I'll leave the canoe on this side. Growing rye. Okay, nothing there. Look at all the snow's gone, guys. It feels good to survive a winter. Kind of make it through. It's still roughly freezing point. That's okay. You hate the snow? I kind of want them to, like, this is a mod idea that I've been kind of sitting on a little bit. I want more snow-specific items. So, like, I would like a mod for, like, snowshoes. You know? So that you don't get the movement speed debuff if you're running through snow. I think that would be cool. And then also, I think it would be cool to have, like, like, dog sled kind of mod. To traverse over snow as well. And maybe you can use it on dirt, but it's not as fast or something, right? Dragons? Nah, I'm probably not gonna add that dragon mod. If we ever end up having the mods for, like, the dinosaurs and stuff, maybe at that point I'll have dragons, you know. Yeah, I agree. The dragons would be cool. But it's like the first implementation of it. I know it's going to be a little buggy. Though it is kind of leveraging the same stuff as the horses. Snowshoe mod, I was looking through the mods the other day. Oh, yeah? Well, that's cool. I'm glad people were thinking about that. Like minds. I need to, might need to repair some of my armor a little bit soon. Honestly, I would really like to get some better armor. So the reason I like the leather armor is because it offers kind of no negatives. You know? And so you can wear it around on the surface, and it's basically free protection. How's the golf mod? I don't know, that's lumberjack. That's a lumberjack question. Definitely need to put more work into the golf mod, though. I need to model out a few things. How much damage would a golf club deal? It'll probably be depending on the materials you make it out of. You know, if you have a copper golf club versus a bronze versus an iron and steel. But if I had to guess, maximum rank... I don't know. I'll just say that maybe it'll do like 4 damage if you hit someone with a steel golf club. And then Maybe 1 damage with the copper or something, I don't know. Mentioned before that he needs to do a water wheel mod. Well, that requires additional coding, right? Pass stone. Well, I mean, why not? Treat it like a slow burn and just play around, you know? You don't... Our deposits, by the way, Apollo, are like way inflated. In fact, I'll just show chat. All right, we have a mod on the server called Interesting Origin, and what it does is it makes the ore deposits kind of more of an interesting shape. Based on actual geology a little bit. So there could be like lava tube formations and stuff like that. So this is the copper mine. My 1 copper mine that I've found so far. And me and Kate have been sharing it. So this is how much copper you'll get out of 1 mine. Potentially. So as you can see, it's a lot. You know, but I like the fact that you kind of make a location out of it. So like all these support beams are kind of put across the ceiling. Luckily, I came from above on this mine. So therefore, don't let foreign fool you. Super smart. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, I don't know if he wants to do the actual C coding involved versus just the JSON. Actually, chat, do you guys want to see another base since we're flying around a little bit here? I don't know. Foreign's home. Foreign's home. So this is Ithania's base in the current state of things. So they're laying out some cool towers. They have some really big plans for big builds this season. I like their little elk stable that they threw together. Because they ride on these large mounts. Because they're all elves. So compare that to this. You know, I have basically done nothing compared to them. For sure. But you know, unlike them, I don't cheat. I don't cheat. Not here. No siree. Alright, so we got some linen straw. Oh, did it freeze over? Oh, it froze over. It didn't even melt. It started in a block of ice all winter and it didn't do anything. That's hilarious. Danny has a lot of workforce. That is true. What the? Getting way too good at changing to my shield real fast. Ooh! Get to sniff another rock. We like that here. It's like all my magic XP is just sniffing rocks. Animaniacs Warner Brother Tower. That would be actually pretty badass to see in the game. Animaniacs. I wasn't like a big Animaniacs fan. I was more of a Rocko's Modern Life stan, or Ren and Stimpy, Angry Beavers, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo. Initial Powerpuff Girls was good. '90s Batman, '90s Superman, Justice League Unlimited. That was kind of my go-to stuff. Can I do ground storage with quartz? Oh, I can. What, clear quartz? Oh, I can. Clear quartz can make a lantern, right? Yeah. Old School Cartoon Network was the best, along with the early version of Toonami. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of Yu Yu Hakusho, a lot of Dragon Ball Z, a lot of Trigun, Outlaw Star, Inuyasha. That's more Adult Swim stuff. Do you ever watch Zoids? The funny thing is, like, Ashley is a huge fan of Zoids. So she actually has, like, a Saber Fang model and everything here in the house. However, apparently, my recollection of Zoids is backwards compared to hers. So, I think... Hold on. What was it called? Zoid... So, Zoid's New Century is what I remember watching, because I think that came over to America first, and then the actual first Zoids came over second. So, New Century is what I think of when it comes to Zoids. So, just the Liger Zero, Blade Liger, and even though apparently that was in the first one too, but I don't remember watching it far enough. New Century was trash, but that's what I remember. To me, that's what Zoids was. I can't not think of New Century when I think of Zoids. How about favorite anime then? Alright. Here, I'll give you guys my... Do you ever watch Avatar The Last Airbender? Yep, I've seen Avatar The Last Airbender. I didn't like Korra as much. I mean, obviously I made Air Temple Island in Planet Coaster on the channel, so if you want to see that, you can. I made like a full-size model of Air Temple Island. One Piece? One Piece is awful. And I hate you. One Piece is bad. I couldn't get into One Piece. It just looked ridiculous. And I didn't find it funny. Like, at all. And I thought the powers were dumb. Bleach was okay. Of the big three, I feel like Naruto was kind of the best, though there was a long period where Naruto was pretty lame as well. I think as I got older, like shonens just were not appealing to me. Like after Dragon Ball Z and the Cell Saga, peak Gohan, Dragon Ball Z sucks after the Cell Saga. No matter what, GT, Boo Saga, this new one that recently came out. Nope. Dragon Ball Z is a joke now to me. Honestly, I think Dragon Ball Z Abridged currently might be my best way to consume Dragon Ball content, because at least it stops at the Cell Saga. Daima, yeah, I watched some Daima, and that was lame too. Like none of it makes sense anymore. Like it not like it made a whole lot of sense, before. But I feel like at this stage, Dragon Ball Z is just a meme of itself. At this stage. And so therefore it's uninteresting. Sakamoto Days is good. I agree. I think that's pretty funny. Dandadan is really, really good as well. Free Run Beyond Journey's End is probably my #1 anime right now, considering my computer case has Free Run on it, and my mouse pad is Free Run, and stuff like that. It threw off the timeline of events, yes, but also, like... Dragon Ball Z always had, like, a kind of a quirky sense of humor to it, and I get it, But I felt like the Frieza Saga and the Android and Cell Saga, the villains were, like, #1, truly evil. And then, like, #2, kind of like, actually, like, killing people. And, like, the villains and like, everything afterwards. I mean, Boo killed people, sure, but they all get wished back. It just, the stakes on Dragon Ball Z are so low now. And then none of the characters fight with any, like, consistency. Vegeta just gets joked on. Gohan is worthless. Look, I have some opinions, okay? Tell you what, I'm really liking, it's been out for a while, but I've been watching Scissor 7. That's been pretty good. I think Scissor 7 is pretty unique. Haven't watched Dragon Ball Z in a long time, you ain't missing much. My Hero Academia. I think that one starts slow. Gets better over time for sure. I'm not a huge fan of the costume designs of their superhero outfits. One Piece is still on One Piece. Just all One Piece. Star Blazers, Space Battle, what, Battleship Yamamoto? Star Blazer, why does that sound familiar? Star Blazers. I don't know that one. Hey, is that just the English? Is that just the English space battleship Yamamoto? Yeah, it is. It is. I've never heard it get called Star Blazers before. Uthris is a Luffy hater? Yeah, Luffy is a lame character. Everything about him is lame. You have an Anbu tattoo? That's pretty cool. I tell you what, one of my earliest animes that I watched was like Ronin Warriors. That's probably the American title. If I had to guess. Ronin Warriors was cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and melt down some quartz. I don't know if this is enough quartz. We'll run 16 quartz through. Alright, so we have 3 clear quartz, so that's enough for 1 lantern. So let's blacksmith that up, I guess. I also need to get a candle made, which I've not done yet on this save. What's the light level of a lit chamber stick? Does anyone know? Okay, there it is. Light level 14. Not much better than an oil lamp. It's like 3 more light levels. But if I think back on some anime that like immediately pop into my head when I think of anime. Number 1 was probably Inuyasha, because that was like my favorite when I was growing up. And then from there, one of the Tenchu Muyos probably is another one. Ghost in the Shell, Cowboy Bebop. All classics. And then probably Oh My Goddess. That would be like kind of like the classics that I liked back in the day. And Outlaw Star. Yeah, I think that covers like kind of my early anime days. Deep Sub Blue 6? I don't think I know that one. Bet if I put up an image of it, I might know it. Soul Eater? Sounds super familiar. I've probably seen it. Beetleborgs? I have heard of the show. I've never seen it. All right, let's grab our resin covered, or kind of residue covered pot. And for a candle, need a wick and what is it? 3 beeswax or something? Yep. Okay, almost level 7 in combat. That'll give us our final... Oh, we actually probably don't need to get another rank of swordsman, honestly. Probably not until we're level 10 in combat will swordsmen do much for us. So we'll probably want to get something a little bit more useful at 7. Vampire? Yes. It's got to be vampire. There's no other option. Need some lifesteal. Alright, so that's running. Just gotta make sure that we got all the bricks here. And I think I have more fire clay in our little bay I can dig up to kind of replace what we used. Let's check on our farm as well, which I need to get a path laid over to here. Ooh. Take that. What was that? Spell scroll, rust orb 1. Okay, cool. I didn't know you could get spell scrolls from those. Wait, did it drop another one? Hold on. What else did we get? Wow, tier 3 runic scroll. Okay. We take that. That's a win right there. Spell scroll, Nature's Touch. Just emits a burst of energy in a frontal cone, dealing nature damage up to 1 target. Interesting. I've never used that spell. How's it? We'll try it out. Did that consume mana? I don't think it did. It shouldn't have. What is that? Oak log? Oh, we got a tier 1 runic scroll too. Whispers from Beyond. Okay, so we got the runic scroll 1. Meditate while looking at a researchable block. Extremely focused. Our rift blooms isn't researchable, are they? No, I don't think so. What's up, Jer? Yeah, once I have a lantern, I don't know what I'll do with the lantern, honestly. I just know I need to start making them. Get this other plank bridge built. Shoot, I need to be able to rotate. Just gonna grab a normal chisel. Good. Okay. There we go. What do you guys think of these little plank bridges that we're doing? Wild farming revival. Oh, I am streaming? Am I? Who knows? I sure don't. Alright. All that stuff goes back to there. Let's get some more water. Yeah, you know, you're allowed to watch red. It's alright. We're both playing the same thing. Oh no. Oh no. Never like it when someone's like, ooh. We got an issue. So this rye needs planted. Yeah, slowly. It's a work in progress, as you know. Look at us. We have a copper lantern now. And it goes there. Now we don't have a copper lantern. Alright, let's grab our shovel, hop into the water, get some more of that fire brick clay that's in here. I really need to start working on the path up a little bit too. But I kind of need bricks, I think, for this. Something to make it look like a little bit of a proper retaining wall. Oh, this is blue clay. Crap. That's not helpful at all. Okay. What builds do we need, chat? I need the apothecary for potion making. Though, I don't think that... the building fits. Honestly, I think I need 2 buildings. 3 buildings. I need a storage building. I need some sort of stables for a horse. / small barn. And a gardening shed. I think after those buildings... and all the farmland that's like over here, we need to finish up the wall, light up the area a little bit, and then kind of move on to like the second phase of my building plans. Because I wanted this section to be kind of the homestead, and then I wanted to come down here. How do you get seeds from parsnips? Them grow to final stage and harvest. No. Okay. I need a bunch of stones. I have a bunch of stones. I have some dirt. Let's get some stone paths laid. Now that the snow's not here, I can actually kind of see what I'm carving. Paths. So let's see here. So when you come in, you're going to be able to go straight, essentially. Go and get our charcoal up from this temporary charcoal pit we made. The craziness with how long some of these tools are lasting is that... Also, am I getting... digging XP for this? 377.6. No. Anyway, so the nice thing about, am I getting forestry XP? 504.25? Yes, I'm getting forestry XP. Okay, good to know. You go through less charcoal. That's what I'm trying to say. You just go through less charcoal because you don't quite need to make brand new tools all the time. So that's kind of nice. All right, we got that. This is still baking, so that's fine. I felt like I did not get much done today on this stream. It's been kind of a lot of kind of all over the place stuff. That is true. Need a little bit of a food storage place. Boy, paths are just expensive. Okay. Well, tell you what, guys. I'm gonna have to probably call this stream here. I wasn't really gonna plan on streaming today, but I ended up doing so anyways. Maybe another stream sometime this week. Who knows what I'm gonna end up doing? But until then, I think we'll leave this here. Of course, I'll be on the server and stuff. If you guys want to play Vintage Story with us on our multiplayer server, become a member today and join our Discord so that you can see the server information. With that, I think I'll send you guys over to Red. I don't know if he's going to be streaming much longer or not, but I know he is playing this, so let We set that up. You guys can give him a new woo. And we'll see you all in the next stream. GG. Pancake loves you, by the way. Have some pancakes.